Hey, my friend, stop whatever you're doing and listen up. We're used to seeing Endrick step up, but what he did in this clash between Lyon and Olympique de Marseille was on another level of maturity. The kid took full responsibility, dished out assists, demanded the ball, but that's football, right? Sometimes individual brilliance runs into mistakes that cost you all 3 points. You need to understand what went down in this game because the script was straight out of a movie, with an ending nobody saw coming. Stick with me till the end, so we can break down whether Lyon is wasting his talent or if Marseille were just ruthlessly efficient. And while you're at it, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single thing this phenomenon is doing in Europe. Let's get into it. A showdown between Lyon and Olympique de Marseille already comes with built-in electricity. Add a talent like Endrick into that fire, and expectations skyrocket. And trust me, the kid didn't hide. From the very first minute, it was obvious the game plan ran through his feet. He floated between lines, came deep to get the ball, took on Marseille's heavy marking, and showed that even in hostile territory, he carries himself like a seasoned veteran. Lyon tried to control the tempo early, and Endrick was the maestro of this slightly out-of-tune orchestra. He didn't just camp inside the box waiting for service. He dropped back, created space, and fed his teammates with impressive precision. 2 assists. 2 perfectly weighted passes that left the forwards staring at goal. The kind you just tap in. He did his job. He carried the load, dribbled, drew fouls, and did everything possible to secure those crucial 3 points. But football is a team sport, and that's where things unraveled. While Endrick was creating and wearing himself out trying to break through Marseille's defense, Lyon's backline seemed tuned to a completely different frequency. It's painful watching a player at that level produce so much, only for the team to fail to protect the result. He provides the assist, the goal goes in, the crowd erupts, and then comes the cold shower moments later. His brilliance was overshadowed by costly individual errors at the back. You could see the frustration on his face after every goal conceded, that urge to fix everything himself. He battled for every ball, absorbed contact, and proved with every touch why the investment in him makes sense. The problem is, in a derby of this magnitude, if all 11 players aren't locked in, Endrick walked off as Lyon's clear standout, by far, but with that bitter taste of effort that didn't translate into victory. The big question is, how long can this Lyon side keep up with the Brazilian's vision and pace? Because he seems to be playing one game while the rest of the squad operates at a different speed. And what happened after those key moments completely shifted the course of the match. Something we need to unpack carefully to understand how a masterclass ends in defeat. Endrick kept pushing. The kid didn't slow down for a second. He dropped into midfield, took responsibility, and even with Marseille doubling up on him, they're not naive. They knew where the danger was. He still found ways to unlock plays. But here's the detail that matters. Fatigue kicked in, and Lyon began to fall apart collectively. Football can be ruthless. You can have a generational star up front, but if your midfield doesn't press and your defense loses focus, punishment comes fast. Marseille, a battle-tested side, smelled blood. They exploited the gaps Lyon left behind while desperately throwing numbers forward to justify the Brazilians' effort. And here's something telling. Despite the loss, Endrick finished as the player with the most key passes and completed dribbles on the pitch. That's not hype. That's pure technical output. The issue is that Lyon seems to be developing an early dependency. That's a heavy burden for a 19-year-old who just arrived, while some of the more experienced names in the squad look like they're watching the show from VIP seats. At several points, Endrick was gesturing, asking for support, trying to organize positioning. Picture this: a teenager attempting to orchestrate a multi-time French champion because the system just stalled. And if you're enjoying this honest breakdown and want to follow every step of Endrick's European journey, go ahead and subscribe right now. It costs nothing and helps us keep bringing this sharp analysis that mainstream coverage sometimes overlooks. Turn on notifications too. The next match promises even more drama. Marseille completed the comeback with surgical precision. Quick counterattacks caught Lyon's defense completely exposed, and not even another Endrick assist could fix that. He nearly had a late screamer from outside the box that skimmed the post, the kind of shot that would have blown the roof off the stadium, but the ball just wouldn't cooperate. One of those nights where the star does everything right, yet the football gods choose a different script. The final whistle brought applause for the Brazilian and heavy boos for the rest of the squad. Endrick left with his head down, but knowing he delivered what he was brought in to deliver: impact. Now the real question is how the coach fixes the chaos at the back. Because if this continues, Lyon's number 9 could see his talent wasted in mediocre results. So let me ask you, is Lyon overloading the kid? Or does the rest of the team need to wake up before they squander Endrick's talent? Drop your honest opinion in the comments. What would you do if you were the coach trying to fix that defensive mess? And hey, if you made it this far and still haven't liked the video, help us out. It goes a long way in growing the channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and don't miss the next episode, because we'll be tracking every twist in this young star's European journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.